Hi everybody, welcome back to Life in the Woods Renaissance with me, Sid, and we're just down here in the village trading cells. I've done a bit of paper harvesting, and obviously we've got quite a bit of burlap on us. I wanted to try and unlock this guy, Mr. 12 Books, and so I thought we'd just do that and see what we can get out of this guy, if anything. Because obviously what we really could do with is this guy to unlock the next trade. See if we can get these name tags out of him. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. You know you want to. Oh, no. Alright, let's try him again then. Yeah, the rice field has proved to be very beneficial. So yeah, alright, are we gonna unlock now? Bookshelf. Okay. I mean, it's expensive, but we're only aiming for these name tags. Now, this episode, I'm not going to spend a lot of time faffing around here. Neither am I going to be spending a lot of time faffing around underwater. A written book for an emerald. Oh, you are crying. You are yanking my plank here. Let's try. You going to do that? I just want to use what we've got. I haven't got the materials for a written book, so, you know. Compass. Fortunately, I've got a fair number of emeralds. Because it's just as well, because what I really wanted is, most in the world was a compass. For 12 emeralds. Oh, come on. What do you want? Again, you want the written book, don't you? Damn it. Whoops. Let's see what you do now. I'm quite prepared to buy another compass off him if necessary. What have we got? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's not like we can't make more emeralds, is it? They're probably easier to make than paper, truth be known. Come on, be a name tag, be a name tag, be a name tag, be a name tag. Glass. Glass. Well, so far this guy's proving to be very, very disappointing. Indeed. Very, very disappointing. Yes, you are being disappointing, sir. I wouldn't mind if it was like a stack of glass. That would actually not be... It wouldn't be a good trade. But it... no, he's not unlocking anything, is he? God damn it. Right. Yeah. I'm going to go and just drop some of this garbage off and prepare. And I'll be back with you in a moment. Incidentally, before I go and drop this garbage off and prepare... Looks quite nice, doesn't it, at night? It's got a certain je ne sais quoi about it. I really am pleased with this paddy field. Anyway, that's not getting us anywhere closer to done. We need to sleep the night off and then get out there and do some work. So yeah, let me get on with some stuff and then we can get on with some productive stuff rather than fighting with non-cooperative villagers. Oh, it's Christmas, by the way. Merry Christmas. No, it's not. It's just when I'm recording. Back in a bit. Alright, so the preparation I had in mind for this episode, the bit of preparation we have to do, is we need to expand the Botanical Garden area. I think we mentioned this way back when we first started thinking about this. And I want to take over this hillside. I'm just trying to work out where I want the centre to be. Because what I want is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not quite this. It will make sense in a moment, I promise. Right. So that's the kind of shape there. We're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then here we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And eventually what we should end up with, if I've done my planning right, although it's going to be very, very difficult, I might have to take this Academius out yet. This is going to be awkward to fit in, I think. Yeah, I think we need to come over. I think we need to replan this. I don't think it's going to fit into this hill at all. Alright, not a problem. Let us measure. Oh, okay. So from one side to the other at its widest point, let's go from, say, about here. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43 maybe? 43, maybe a little less, but this is going to be awkward. What I wanted to try and do was get a hexagonal shaping, but this hill isn't helping. Alright, let me think about this a bit more. Yeah, let me think about this some more off camera. Back in a moment. Alright, so I'm kind of going back to a different technique for planning this out, and I've come out here, and what we're going to do is we're going to shape this a little bit better, just so it kind of sweeps around here a little bit smoother. We also probably need to sleep the night off quick. And all I've done is I've gone straight down here, 3x3 corridor, as far as I want to go down this way, and then I've widened this out into a 3, 4, 5, 7 by 6 at the moment, actually, isn't it? It needs to be one deeper room. And then what we're going to do is we'll kind of reverse our way back down, planning out the structure like that back towards this end. I think that's probably about the best we're going to be able to manage. We've got, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. We've got a nice little cave directly underneath us here, so that's going to foul things up a little bit as well. And I did have a list of the work I needed to do to finalise this, and I'll be damned if I can find it anywhere. I'm guessing that I've got half of the blocks I need with me now, but we have a plan. I'm going to stick with this. I want to stick with the light grey clay for the walls. We're going to have the dark oak, glass again, this stuff going on around the edges, the hardened clay. Trying to keep the theme as almost as if it was semi-planned. You know, when you go to these places and there's like an obvious extension, but they built the extension in the same theme to make it look like the extension was always intended to be that way. That's the feeling we're going for here, I think. Well, we've got a stack of dark oak. That's always a good start, and we should have somewhere kicking around. There's plenty of hardened clay, but what I want is the light grey. We may need to go and mine more of this yet, but that's a good start. And we got quite a bit of glass on us that, you know, is destined for use in the ocean, but will be some time before we get around to that. While we're on this, I'll just clarify something, because I've been talking obviously the last couple of episodes about building a new pact as a successor to Life in the Woods, and a couple of people have commented and said, oh, they'll miss the Life in the Woods series. Life in the Woods isn't going away anytime soon. This is me starting to plan ahead for future, not necessarily the immediate future. I think that's probably, yeah, that's probably fair comment that we've got to go in there, I think. So, right. So if we take this particular room, we'll get some of you in. In fact, I'm very tempted. Hang on a second. Let me utilize some of this dirt and just fill this hole in somewhat. I think it's not like I'm not going to have plenty of this, and I've got more dirt than any person can reasonably use. So this will probably make life a little bit easier. Now I could do, and if you are material shy and you want to fill in a hole, you can do that, and that is good enough to stop mobs spawning, but obviously leave a gap every other, and basically halves the amount of resources you're using. But it's dirt. I mean, you know, how much dirt does any man reasonably need? I don't answer that question, actually. Right, let's have a look then. So we're going to have I just want to check something. I can't remember. I think I didn't do that with. No, I did it with. That's fine. Just wanted to make sure that I didn't use logs. I didn't use logs. I used planks. So that goes back one, and then you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, and that's your. Oh no. Now this is going to go here. Oh, boom. Tell you, the only problem with this shovel is it is too damned efficient. I know it's a bit of a hashtag first world problem, isn't it? When you think, oh, my shovel's too good. But yeah. You see, we've got space over this way to come around. Now, how I want to do this, I don't know. The temptation, if I come here, and then take these out, the temptation is to do this here out, and here. Yeah, so as I say, Life in the Woods has probably got at least another dozen episodes in it, I think. So here's a question. Do we do something like this? I'll tell you what, let me dig this out, because, you know, paint drying is not the most entertaining of things to watch. And I'll be back with you in a mo. Alright, well, as with many of my builds, this has got bigger than I anticipated. All straight off the bat. So we've got a little bit in here. That should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got that. We've got the same again on this side. We've got a kind of wedge-shaped display here, we've got the makings of another wedge-shaped display over here. The area where I think we're going to have trouble is over here. I don't think we've got enough space to put in a wedge-shaped display. We might do, actually. So if we come back down the back of here, we'll get away with it. Certainly down to there. Whether we'll get another one in there, I don't know. So that might be the limit of what we can do. But I need more light grey stained clay. Long story short. So we're heading over to the Messer bit to take a bed with us to grab some of that, and hopefully we won't interfere or impact into this area. We still could do something with that if we wanted. I just haven't decided what. And again, up here, these areas, there's this fair amount of land on this island that we still haven't tapped, and part of me is not wanting to stop this until we've certainly, as I said before, the gold standard, the thing that we have to do before I even consider finishing this and moving on to a new series, is apart from having a new pack together that I'm happy with, that's going to remain stable and is going to have all of those wonderful benefits of stability. I think at the moment my plans are that it is definitely going to be 1.10. I don't think 1.11 is going to be there. I mean, bearing in mind 1.11 came out, Quark isn't even out in 1.11 yet. Vasky's holding off on 1.11.2 because 1.11.1 was bug ridden to hell. And speaking of 1.11, actually, I was chuckling the other day because, yeah, as I do, you know, just randomly chuckling. No, I was watching a video on YouTube. I couldn't even tell you who it was, and Mojang had a YouTube advert up for 1.11. And I watched this advert with deep fascination, because I will tell you one thing, I didn't recognise that. What's your efficiency like? You're on braking efficiency 4, the other. Oh, hang on, we're through. Alright. Yeah, I didn't recognise the advert. I mean, the update thing was like, it was a bit, you know, a lot of Steve and Alex leading llamas and finding the Woodland Mansion and all of that stuff. It actually looked quite good from the advert. It was just unfortunately the advert didn't, as far as I could tell, match reality. You know, they got this advert that showed this uber exciting exploration edition, and then they showed you like the half dozen features they put in. I mean, they have put some good features, don't get me wrong. I think the Elytra rocket boost was an obvious and brilliant idea, especially considering, you know, people have been running around learning how to shoot themselves full of arrows with the Punch 2 mending bows as an alternative to that, which I didn't really think that was that much of an alternative, the idea of running around shooting yourself. I mean, have honking great XP farms and mending books to have any chance of having a maintainable, you know, set of elytra wings and propellant. So yeah, for me, that update was relevant, but I think, yeah, I still think they're updating too fast with not enough content. But again, my personal opinion, others' opinions may differ, and you'll get more mileage out of some opinions, you know, that's the way it goes. But yeah, so I'm going to grab myself a whole bunch of this. I'm going to try and get some basic structure put in to the build we've got so far, and again I will be back in a moment. Alright, I've got my shape, It is symmetrical. I could have potentially put another cell out this way. I think I could have got away with one out here. I've had to take the academia sapling out, which was here. So this will be the way in, and you've got, yeah, this. I think it's not an unpleasant shaped building as you're going in here. Now, the middle bit here, I actually want to be taller than the wings, very similar to this affair here. So what I had thought was actually making the very center of this the item that I took out to fit it in, otherwise known as the academia sapling. Let me just get rid of that lot in there. If we can get a good, yeah, that's not a bad sized tree, and that is a Acemus, not Academus, Acemus. My pronunciation sometimes. Acemus. But then we can put a central display in here. Now the actual displays are going to have the usual boundaries down here, and then here, and then all the way across here. Similarly, we'll have one on this side, just the usual hardened clay, which I have got a little on me. Oops, don't want to shoot the ground, I just want to play some hardened clay in just to... So that's what, 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes. 5 and 6 if we get one in the middle, which should be more than enough to display most of the plants in this thing and finish off the botanical garden area. We haven't got them all anyway, so that is doubly, you know, a good reason. Let me get you down. We'll get another stack of you, and I need a whole bunch of those, because the next thing we need to do is go and spawn safe all of this lot. I also need to think about what I want to do here. Actually, let's not do that yet. Let me do something different, maybe with dirt. And I think this is, I thought when I started this it'll be, oh yeah, we'll have a quick fertile round and we'll be fine. I don't think, I actually now think that is not the case. I think we've got a much bigger... You see, we can come up like this from here and from here, and if we, oops, I thought that was a creeper then. You know, you see, sometimes you see movement against green grass, it can freak you out a wee bit. Maybe as far as here. If we go out across like that, and similarly and I know I could do this quicker if I use my shovel, but see, that would be that edge there, and then we'd come around. Yeah, I think that works. Around to there, and then we could continue up with the tower central from that point there, but obviously more like this. And obviously, yeah, well, we're not doing this in dirt, needless to say. That should be right, shouldn't it? Let me just double check. That lines up with that. Because these are not actually equal. That's 5, that's 7. So, yeah, we need to be a little bit circumspect about that. Just pretend it didn't happen. But that gives us a shape to work with anyway. 3, 4, 5. No. Oh, 7. Yeah. I also need to get down. Ah, well, we'll survive. What's the worst that can happen? Famous last words, he says, as a creeper just wanders up and blows 9 bells of crap out of him. But there you go. That would be comic relief for a change. Let's just get the night out of the way. So yeah, that is the overall shape. We need to decide what we're going to do about the edges. I think I may try and do these in stairs here. Yeah, I think that would work. We did stair here and here. And then we can do something with this tower after we've got the basic shape of the roof in. So I'm going to definitely need more dark oak. I am almost definitely going to need a bunch of this stuff. Let's just give it a try, shall we? I think the best way to find out how this is going to look is to try it. Especially if we do it like this. Which is a bit of a pain because I have to jump down and back up and down and up and down, but actually I don't. There are means. There are ways and means, obviously. For example, we can do this like that, and then get up there like that, and then take you out, and then that can be whatever. We can go probably with slabs, actually, to be fair. Yeah, if we were to go and then slab around all the way around here. And there, that kind of blends in nicely, I think. Let me just do a little bit more work on this. I'm definitely going to need more dark oak, so I may need to do a little bit of tree farming before we're finished. But let me just see what we can come up with. And I'll be back with you in a mo. But as I said, I don't think we're finishing this or even coming close to finishing this episode, which is good because it means we get more chance to practice the build and come up with something that looks reasonable. Right, now I was thinking here, this is a bit more awkward, so we probably want to. There we go. If I'm doing this as a slab, then that probably wants to go like that. Okay, yeah. I will continue on and be back with you in a bit. Alright, we're about done as far as well for this episode. I've got the structure in. I was just trying to find a place to get a good viewing distance. I think I'm going to try and ender pearl up there. But yeah, on the whole, let me just put you out of the way before I things. On the whole, this is done. We've got a structure. I had to change out these bits to blocks, but yeah, I think this is working reasonably well. It certainly kind of continues the theme from in here, this area, over onto here. Not perfectly, but then again, I'm just trying to find a way up now. I wouldn't want perfectly. It's so much better when you get a slight variation to show that this is in fact the same but somewhat different. Now this tower in the middle, I think I'm going to take up over this academia sapling. Acimus academia. I've got a. Yeah, and maybe do a roof the same on this. See where we go. Did I? Not inadvertently. I think I might have sliced some leaves off of that when I was using my my new diamond scythe. I may plant a new one of those. I wonder whether I can. I think I've got a few ender pearls left. I have. This this is going to show how bad I am at ender pearling. Oh, there we go. Oi. Well, not too bad actually. I don't generally use them, you know. It's I think it's a vanilla thing, but yeah, that gives you an idea of the scale and the shape of it, and it's kind of got. I like that with it. It's with the symmetry. Let's just try and get that into shot there. Oops, no, let's do F2. There we go. So I think that's, yeah, I think that's a nice addition to the Botanical Garden section there. Gives us a lot of space to do some more planting and exhibition work in. But on that note, I think that's what we're going to call it an episode. And we'll come back to this next time around to get some more work done on it. Maybe do a little bit of work over there. I don't know. But yeah, until then, thank you very much for watching, guys. And I will see you soon. And bye for now.